What's up, Odooers, and welcome back. Today we're looking at the fleet application. Managing a fleet of vehicles can be challenging, costly, and even time consuming. It's not always easy to keep track of all the maintenance, contracts, registrations, costs, and more. So, if you have one car or truck, you can probably keep track of it without a management software, but what about when your business begins to grow? Eventually, your business will reach a point where a fleet management software is absolutely necessary to keep track of all of your vehicles. Here at Stealthy Wood, we use Odoo's fleet application to stay on track. Now, let's dive in to see how we use Odoo to manage our fleet. I'm here on the fleet application dashboard where I can see an overview of all of my company vehicles. I can manage my vehicles from here with just a few clicks. From this dashboard in the registered column, I can see the status of individual vehicle contracts with these red and yellow triangle icons on the vehicle cards. When we lease a vehicle, we need a contract, but when we purchase a vehicle, we don't. Notice where the purchase tag is on this Toyota? It's not. And it has no contract mentioned on the vehicle card. But the Volkswagen, however, at the top does, and it has a contract which we can tell by the leased tag right next to it. If a triangle is red, it means that the contract for this vehicle is overdue for renewal. Yellow means that it needs to be renewed soon. If there are any activities scheduled, I'll see that with the activity icons provided down below, indicating the type of activity that's scheduled. If it's green, it's not due yet, yellow means it's due soon, and red means it's past due. If there's a clock icon, it just means there's no activity scheduled yet. Now, if I want to schedule an activity, I can quickly do that from these cards. For example, I click on the activity icon for this Ford in the ordered stage here. And when I do, I can see that I need to upload the registration paperwork for this car. I can add another activity simply by clicking the Schedule an Activity button. And I want to add a to-do activity, so I'm going to leave the activity type here as is. The summary is where I'll need to write what I need to do, and in this case, it'll be get insurance quotes. And I want to do that since I'm trying to save some money. I'll add a due date, let's say November 27th. And we're going to assign this to our good friend Carol. And when we're done with that, all we have to do is click schedule. Now, when I do and I click this activity, I can see both of the activities. The paperwork is due first, so the icon that is displayed is the upload paperwork icon. Now, let's talk about vehicles. If I click into a specific vehicle, let's say this Volkswagen Golf 8, I can see all the information I need about this vehicle. First, I have the driver information here on the left. We can also assign the next driver if we know that information in the future driver. The assignment date field indicates when the car will be available for another employee. If it's left blank, that means this car can be reassigned at any time to another driver. Now, on the right side, we have the vehicle details, such as the category, order date, registration date, chassis number, or as we say here in the States, a VIN number. We have the last odometer reading, the fleet manager, location, and more. So what about contract history, or when the vehicle was last serviced? Luckily, we keep track of all of those through the smart buttons up here. First, let's take a look at the driver's history smart button. Let's say Abigail is actually going to be driving this car now, so we can change the driver just by clicking on New. We can select Abigail from the drop-down menu here, and then click Save manually. We see that the driver's numbers in the History Smart button updates immediately to reflect that we've added a driver. And if we click into it, we can see who has driven it within the history of the vehicle, as well as when they started driving it, as well as the end date of this. Now, if we go back via the breadcrumbs, we have the Contract Smart button. We can click it to see the active contract for this vehicle, including the contract start date, as well as when the contract expires. Remember, contracts are for leased vehicles only, where a lease contract is required. But that's for another video, so be sure to check that out. When we go back, we also have a Services Smart button where we keep track of all the maintenance and repairs. This gives us a full overview of the service vehicle history. And if I click into a record, we can see the date, service type, cost, and more. And for this specific vehicle, we can also simply create a new service record just by clicking on New. I have the draft record that is immediately filled with the vehicle's information, the current driver, the default service type, and today's date. However, we don't need to log or schedule anything for today, so I'm just going to discard this for now. And lastly, if we go back, in the More section, we have the odometer smart button. We definitely need to know how many miles are on the car, so regularly updating the odometer readings is key to keeping track of this information of the car's usage. Looks like we haven't updated this in some time, so let's update this odometer reading now. To do that, we'll click New in the upper left-hand corner, and all the information is filled out automatically except for the odometer section here. So let's update this to 2,253. And now, all we have to do for this is click Save. Great. Now, if I want to see all my contracts, services, or odometers readings for my entire fleet, I can just click Fleet in the upper left-hand corner and click any category that I want to see. For example, let's take a look at services. Here, all the services for my whole fleet are displayed and organized by the type of service. Pretty neat. Now let's go back to our Volkswagen Golf car. We can do that by going to Fleet, Fleet again, and just scroll it and click it here in the registered column. The last thing I want to show you is how to log notes and schedule activities in the chatter section. I was told that this car was missing an emergency roadside kit, and we'd like to make sure that all of our cars have one. And we need to create a new to-do activity, so we'll just scroll to the bottom, click on Activities, and we'll leave the activity type as to do. And in the summary field, I'll type in Purchase Emergency Roadside Kit. In the summary field, of course, and then for the due date, let's put December 6th. And we're going to assign this to our colleague Maggie. And then when everything looks good, all we have to do is click Schedule. Now, the planned activities section of the chatter shows that we have to purchase the roadside kit. And under that, we can see we also need to schedule an oil change. See, here I also added the jumper cables and added photos for our records. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and check out our other fleet videos where we dive into adding cars, accident management, and much more. Until then, I'll see you soon.